This video will show you how to set up your CAD file for your robotic total station. This is a continuation of the previous video that shows uh, the first two steps of doing the process. The first step is to clean the CAD file by removing the hatch and exploding the blocks. Second step is to put the CAD file into the correct scale. And now the third step is to put the drawing into the to conform to the coordinate system of the project. So to do this, uh, let me explain first how layout works. So we have grid lines here. This is put by the architect on a strategic part of the project. It composed of vertical and horizontal lines, right? So we do layout by measuring distances from the grid lines. So for example, I'm gonna lay out this wall at job site. What I'm gonna do is measure the distance from grid line 2 to mark this one. So in the olden days, we call the surveyor to mark the grid lines, and then we do our layout by measuring from the grid line that the surveyor marked. Nowadays, thanks for the digitalization of layout, all you need to do is uh, get the CAD file, put it in your robotic total station, and go to job site. Just pick which line that you want layout, and it's gonna lead you to that layout element that you want to work or you want to mark. Okay, so after the drawing is set by the architect, uh, the legal surveyor is gonna uh, figure out the coordinate system in order for the building to be located uh, in the right uh, spot inside the property. That's why it needs a legal professional surveyor to do this thing. And they're gonna calculate the coordinates of the intersections of the grid lines. Okay, so what we'll do now is to make sure, or we're gonna move this drawing to a location wherein the uh, coordinate of the intersections of the grid lines, these intersections, conforms to the coordinate system of the project. Okay, so I have another file here where it shows the level 1 of the project. It shows also the location of the control points. These are points that are marked at site, that uh, will be used to orient your instrument before you uh, do the layout by total station. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this grid line intersection E2, E2, and the grid line intersection J2 to the right spot. Okay, so in order to do that, I need to know what's the coordinates of this grid line intersections. So I'll go here. I'm gonna look for E2. That's grid line 2. This is grid line E. So this is the intersection. I'm gonna type ID for identification. I'm gonna click on the intersection of the grid lines, and I'll get these coordinates, right? I'm gonna copy this, copy, uh, put it on my notepad. So this will be E2, grid line E2. Uh, E2. Okay. Next is I'm gonna go back to the drawing, and I'm gonna, what's that grid line intersection again? J2. I'm gonna get the coordinates of J2. Escape, and then ID, hit enter, click on that so that I can get the coordinate of J2. Control C, my notepad, J2, Control V. There you go. So surveyors call this one northing and easting. So in surveyor's language, this will be northing, and this will be easting. Okay, I'll go back to the drawing now. I'm gonna use the line command. Line. Okay. Uh, it's asking for the coordinates of the first point. So go back to my notepad. First was 602.1245. 602.1245. Tab. 234.632, 234.632. Hit enter. I just click on this one just to create the line. I'm gonna plot the second. This one is supposed to go here. Gonna plot the second point. The command L for line. Okay. Go back to my notes. 638.119. 638.119. 638.119. Tab 234.007. 234.007. Hit enter, and this is supposed to go here, right? So I'm gonna move this drawing. That is kind of very far. I'm gonna move this drawing near where I want it to go. Okay. Here. So I want this intersection to conform to this one. Is endpoint line. This needs to conform to that. This one needs to conform to that one. I'm going to use the command align. Align. Okay. Select objects. These objects. Enter. Specify first source point. That one. Specify first destination point. Right there. Second source point. This one. And third source. It's asking for third source point, but 2 points should be enough. Gonna hit enter. I scale objects based on alignment points. No, I've already scaled it. So there you go. Now I have positioned the drawing into the coordinate system of the project. Okay, so to check, I'm gonna type in ID right there, and gonna copy this one. Go to my notepad. Go here. So as you can see, they're the same, right? This is the coordinates of this is the coordinate of the specific grid line intersection for the uh, from the drawings that are set by the legal surveyor, right? So if you want, we can check the other one. Should be the same. ID. Click right there. Take that. Control C. Come here. They're the same, right? X 63811923407 23407. Uh, Now I'm gonna save this one, and I can now export this to my robot, and then go to the job site, start laying out this bunch of walls that they're asking me to do. Okay, okie dokie.